Number 1. 1968 Ford Galaxy 500 XL convertible, offered at $25,000 and currently located in Midland, Texas. This beautiful 1968 Ford Galaxy 500 XL convertible is a classic American cruiser that combines big block V8 power, open-air driving enjoyment, and timeless late 1960s styling. Finished in a striking red exterior with a black interior, this full-size Ford delivers the kind of presence that instantly attracts attention whether it's parked at a local car show or cruising down a scenic highway. Under the hood sits a powerful 390 cubic inch V8 engine paired with Ford's durable C6 automatic transmission, a combination that has long been respected for its reliability and smooth performance. The 390 engine provides strong torque and effortless acceleration, making this Galaxy an ideal car for relaxed highway cruising while still offering plenty of muscle when needed. This particular example has received several upgrades that improve both performance and drivability. One of the most notable enhancements is the addition of Wilwood front disc brakes, providing significantly improved stopping power compared to the factory drum brake setup. This upgrade makes the car more comfortable and confidence-inspiring to drive in modern traffic conditions. The exhaust system has also been upgraded with new X-pipes, helping the engine breathe more efficiently while producing a deeper and more aggressive V8 exhaust note. Combined with a recent tune-up, the seller reports that the car runs exceptionally well, offering a driving experience that is both enjoyable and dependable. The Galaxy 500 XL trim represented the premium side of Ford's full-size lineup, featuring sportier styling and upgraded interior appointments compared to standard models. Inside, the black interior complements the vibrant red exterior perfectly, creating a classic color combination that has remained popular among enthusiasts for decades. One of the biggest attractions of this vehicle is its convertible body style. With the top down, the Galaxy transforms into the ultimate weekend cruiser, allowing passengers to fully enjoy the sights, sounds, and atmosphere of classic American motoring. Few experiences match the feeling of driving a full-size 1960s convertible powered by a rumbling V8 on a warm summer day. With approximately 68,000 miles showing and a seller who describes the vehicle as running great, this Ford appears ready to be enjoyed immediately. It offers a blend of originality, tasteful upgrades, and everyday usability that many classic car buyers seek. What makes this 1968 Ford Galaxy 500 XL convertible particularly appealing is its ability to deliver multiple classic car experiences in one package. It has the comfort of a luxury cruiser, the power of a big block V8, the style of a late 1960s Ford, and the excitement of open-top driving. Overall, this Galaxy is more than just a vintage automobile. It is a rolling piece of American automotive history. From its bold red paint and powerful 390 engine to its upgraded brakes and unmistakable convertible styling, this classic Ford is built to be driven, admired, and enjoyed for years to come.
Number 2. 1964 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $40,000 and currently located in Houston, Texas. Few classic cars represent the spirit of 1960s America quite like the 1964 Chevrolet Impala. From its iconic body lines to its status in American car culture, the Impala remains one of the most recognizable and sought-after full-size classics ever produced. This particular example takes that legendary platform and combines it with a long list of upgrades and restoration work, creating a cruiser that is designed to turn heads both on the street and at local car shows. Finished in a gold exterior paired with a brown interior, this Impala presents a distinctive look that stands apart from the more common color combinations often seen on these cars. The warm tones give the vehicle a premium appearance, while the freshly updated components help bring the classic design into the modern era. With approximately 20,000 miles showing and only 2 owners reported, this car has clearly benefited from significant attention throughout its life. One of the first things that stands out about this Impala is the sheer amount of work that has gone into it. According to the seller, numerous body components have been replaced, including the hood, doors, trunk, fenders, quarter panels, and trunk floor panel. That level of restoration suggests a substantial investment in bringing the car back to a solid and attractive condition. For classic car buyers, extensive metal replacement often represents one of the most expensive parts of any restoration project, making these upgrades especially noteworthy. The frame has also been refinished to match the color of the vehicle, a detail that demonstrates attention to presentation beyond what many typical driver-quality restorations receive. It's the kind of touch often seen on vehicles built for shows and weekend events, where enthusiasts appreciate seeing a consistent level of finish throughout the entire car. Moving to the suspension, the Impala has been upgraded with tubular control arms and new rear air shocks. These modifications can improve ride quality, handling, and overall drivability while maintaining the smooth cruising character that made the Impala famous in the first place. Whether driving through town or attending a local cruise night, these upgrades help modernize the experience without taking away the classic feel. The braking system has also received attention, with brakes installed both front and rear. However, the seller notes that the front brake calipers will still need replacement. While this is a repair that should be addressed before regular driving, it is relatively minor compared to the extensive restoration work already completed on the vehicle. Inside the cabin, the updates continue. New seats and carpeting help refresh the interior, giving the car a cleaner and more inviting atmosphere. A digital dashboard has been installed, blending modern technology with vintage styling. This upgrade provides a more contemporary driving experience while maintaining the character of the original vehicle. Entertainment has also been modernized through the installation of new Pioneer speakers and an amplifier. This allows the next owner to enjoy improved sound quality while cruising, making long drives and weekend outings even more enjoyable. It's another example of how this Impala has been updated for real-world use rather than simply restored to factory specifications. The exterior receives additional custom touches through halo lights and HID headlights, both of which enhance visibility while giving the front end a more modern appearance. New trim, a new front bumper, new wheels, and new tires further contribute to the vehicle's refreshed look. Together, these upgrades help the car stand out while preserving the unmistakable styling that made the 1964 Impala such an icon. Despite all of the work that has already been completed, the seller is transparent about a few remaining items. The headliner and door panels still need to be redone, and the front brake calipers require replacement. Aside from those issues, the seller states that the vehicle is ready to drive and enjoy. What makes this Impala particularly appealing is its balance between restoration and customization. It isn't a strict factory-correct restoration, nor is it an extreme custom build. Instead, it occupies a middle ground that many enthusiasts appreciate: a classic car with modern conveniences, updated styling, and extensive restoration work that still respects the original design. The 1964 Impala has long been a favorite among collectors, lowrider enthusiasts, weekend cruisers, and classic car fans alike. Its timeless design continues to attract attention decades after it first rolled off the assembly line. Cars like this remain popular because they offer more than transportation. They deliver nostalgia, presence, and a connection to one of the most celebrated periods in American automotive history. Overall, this 1964 Chevrolet Impala is a heavily refreshed classic that combines restoration work, modern upgrades, and unmistakable style. While a few finishing touches remain, the majority of the hard work appears to have already been completed. For someone looking for a classic Impala with strong visual appeal, updated features, and road-ready potential, this Texas-based cruiser offers an opportunity to own one of Chevrolet's most enduring automotive icons.
Number 3. 1964 Ford Galaxy 500 Convertible, offered at $29,500 and currently located in Weatherford, Texas. This 1964 Ford Galaxy 500 Convertible is the kind of classic American cruiser that instantly captures the spirit of the open road. Finished in beautiful Ford Guardsman blue with a matching blue interior, this full-size convertible embodies the style, elegance, and confidence that made Ford one of the dominant automotive brands of the 1960s. With its long body, sweeping lines, chrome accents, and top-down cruising capability, this Galaxy delivers the type of vintage driving experience that modern vehicles simply cannot replicate. What makes this particular example especially attractive is its documented ownership history and long-term preservation. According to the seller, the car was purchased directly from the original owners and has spent much of its life in dry storage since 1989. Finding a classic car that has remained off the road and protected from the elements for decades is becoming increasingly rare, making this Galaxy stand out among many vehicles currently on the market. Under the hood sits Ford's legendary 390 cubic inch V8 equipped with a 4-barrel carburetor. During the 1960s, the 390 was one of Ford's most respected engines, offering the perfect balance between smooth cruising and strong performance. Whether pulling away from a stoplight or cruising comfortably on the highway, the 390 provided the effortless power expected from a premium American convertible. Backing the V8 is an automatic transmission that has been rebuilt, ensuring smoother operation and greater reliability. The drivetrain itself benefited from restoration work performed by the original owners during the late 1980s, including a Jasper rebuilt engine and transmission. Even decades later, those upgrades continue to contribute to the car's overall drivability and mechanical confidence. One of the most appealing aspects of this Galaxy is the extensive list of improvements and maintenance items that have already been completed. Rather than purchasing a project car that requires years of work, a future owner would be acquiring a classic that has received continuous attention over time. The fuel system has been thoroughly addressed with a cleaned and lined fuel tank, new fuel lines, and even a dedicated fuel tank drain installed specifically for long-term storage. These details may seem minor at first glance, but they demonstrate the thoughtful care that has gone into preserving the vehicle. Performance enthusiasts will appreciate the addition of an Edelbrock aluminum intake manifold and a new ATM Innovations 650 CFM double-pumper carburetor with mechanical secondaries. These upgrades help improve airflow and throttle response while maintaining the traditional character of a classic carbureted V8. Combined with the rebuilt drivetrain, they create a car that should feel responsive and enjoyable both around town and on longer drives. The suspension and braking systems have also received significant attention. New shocks have been installed all around, along with new lower ball joints, helping improve ride quality and stability. Perhaps even more importantly, the car now features a lead brakes front disc brake conversion kit. This upgrade dramatically improves stopping power compared to the original drum brake setup and makes the vehicle more comfortable and confidence-inspiring in modern traffic conditions. Additional maintenance includes new brake lines, new rear-wheel cylinders, a new alternator, fresh valve cover gaskets, and new mufflers. Together, these upgrades indicate that the car has been maintained with usability in mind rather than simply being cosmetically restored. Visually, the Galaxy presents as a true classic convertible. The repaint completed in the late 1980s returned the car to its attractive Guardsman blue finish, a color that perfectly complements the design language of the era. The matching blue interior has been fully redone, creating a cohesive and elegant appearance throughout the vehicle. The convertible top itself was replaced during the restoration process and has also received new hydraulic components, ensuring that one of the car's most important features remains functional. There is something undeniably special about lowering the top on a classic full-size convertible and enjoying the sights and sounds of the road exactly as drivers did nearly 60 years ago. Adding to the Galaxy's visual appeal are the rocket racing torque thrust wheels, which provide a subtle custom touch while still fitting the car's vintage personality. Combined with the powerful stance created by the 9-inch rear axle, the car maintains an appearance that is both elegant and slightly aggressive. Driving a 1964 Ford Galaxy convertible is less about outright speed and more about the experience. The long hood stretching out ahead, the rumble of the 390 V8, the comfortable bench-style cruising atmosphere, and the feeling of open-air freedom all combine to create something uniquely American. It represents an era when cars were built to be enjoyed, admired, and driven without hurry. Overall, this 1964 Ford Galaxy 500 convertible offers an impressive combination of originality, restoration history, mechanical upgrades, and classic styling. With only 2 owners, a clean title, extensive maintenance records, and decades of careful storage, it stands as a highly desirable example of Ford's full-size convertible legacy. For enthusiasts seeking a turnkey classic that delivers both comfort and character, this Galaxy presents a compelling opportunity and a chance to own a true piece of American automotive history. Number 4, 1962 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $65,000 and currently located in Mustang, Oklahoma. This is not your typical early 1960s Impala. While many classics are carefully restored back to factory specifications, this 1962 Chevrolet Impala has taken a different path. It has been transformed into a modernized Restomod that combines timeless Chevrolet styling with serious performance upgrades, creating a machine that looks vintage on the outside but delivers a driving experience that is far more capable than anything available in 1962. At first glance, the car immediately grabs attention with its stunning Porsche Guards red finish. The vibrant color highlights every curve and body line of the iconic Impala design, giving the car a bold and aggressive presence. Even among classic Chevrolets, a build like this stands out because it balances elegance and performance in equal measure. Under the hood is where the real story begins. Power comes from a massive 502 cubic inch Chevrolet Crate engine rated at 502 horsepower. This isn't simply a rebuilt original engine. It's a modern high-performance power plant designed to deliver tremendous torque and acceleration. Imagine turning the key and hearing over 500 horsepower come to life through a classic American body that was originally built more than 60 years ago. It's the kind of combination that instantly captures the imagination of enthusiasts. Backing up that big block power is a 700R4 automatic transmission, a popular upgrade in the Restomod world thanks to its reliability and overdrive gearing. This allows the car to cruise comfortably on modern highways while still providing strong acceleration when the throttle is pressed. The result is a classic car that's equally comfortable at a local cruise night or on a long-distance road trip. Performance upgrades continue underneath the vehicle. The suspension has been enhanced with Hoskins suspension components, helping improve handling and stability. Front and rear sway bars further reduce body roll, giving the car a much more confident feel in corners compared to a stock early 1960s cruiser. While the original Impala was built primarily for comfort, this one has clearly been engineered to deliver a more modern driving experience. The rear end has also been upgraded with a Currie 9-inch differential featuring 3.70 gears. For classic car enthusiasts, that's a serious piece of hardware. The Currie rear axle is known for strength and durability, making it an ideal match for the powerful 502 engine. Together, these components create a drivetrain package capable of handling substantial horsepower while maintaining reliability. One of the biggest advantages of a well-built Restomod is that it allows owners to enjoy classic styling without sacrificing modern comfort. This Impala is equipped with vintage air, meaning you can enjoy cold air conditioning even during the hottest summer drives. It's a feature that dramatically improves usability and makes the car more enjoyable for regular cruising. The stance of the vehicle has also been carefully crafted. Sitting lower than stock and riding on Budnik wheels, the car has a muscular, custom appearance. The wheel setup features 18x8 wheels in the front and massive 20x10 wheels in the rear, giving the Impala an aggressive posture that hints at the performance lurking beneath the sheet metal. It's a setup that blends classic proportions with contemporary style in a way that feels purposeful rather than overdone. According to the seller, the vehicle currently shows approximately 6,100 miles since the build and continues to be driven regularly. That's often a positive sign because it suggests the car is not simply a garage ornament. Vehicles that are driven and enjoyed tend to reveal issues early, and a regularly used Restomod often reflects confidence in the quality of the build. The seller notes that the reason for selling is the pursuit of another dream car, specifically expressing interest in a potential trade for a nice 1958 Impala. That detail provides an interesting glimpse into the owner's enthusiasm for classic Chevrolets and suggests this sale is motivated by passion rather than necessity. For anyone looking at the classic car market today, this 1962 Impala offers something unique. It combines one of Chevrolet's most recognizable body styles with modern power, upgraded handling, highway-friendly drivability, and contemporary comfort features. Rather than choosing between a classic cruiser and a performance machine, this build successfully delivers both. Overall, this 1962 Chevrolet Impala Restomod represents the best of two worlds: the unmistakable style of an early 1960s American icon and the performance capabilities expected from a modern muscle car. It's the kind of vehicle that turns heads at every stoplight, attracts crowds at every car show, and delivers an unforgettable driving experience every time it leaves the garage. Number 5. 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass, offered at $8,500 and currently located in New Ulm, Texas. This is the kind of classic American coupe that represents the beginning of one of Oldsmobile's most successful performance eras. Long before the Cutlass became one of the best-selling nameplates in America, models like this 1967 example were helping establish the brand's reputation for combining style, comfort, and V8-powered performance into a single package. The 1967 model year is especially significant because it arrived during the height of the muscle car movement. American manufacturers were locked in fierce competition, constantly producing bigger engines, sharper styling, and more powerful street machines. The Cutlass found its place in that battle by offering a balance between everyday drivability and performance, making it attractive to buyers who wanted something sporty without sacrificing comfort. Under the hood sits a 330 cubic inch V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission. While it may not carry the headline-grabbing reputation of some larger muscle car engines, the Oldsmobile 330 earned a strong reputation for reliability, smooth operation, and respectable performance. It delivers the kind of effortless V8 torque that makes classic American cars so enjoyable to drive. Whether cruising through town or stretching its legs on the highway, this engine was built to provide a relaxed and confident driving experience. According to the seller, the car runs, drives, and stops, three simple words that mean a lot in the world of vintage automobiles. Many classics offered for sale today require extensive mechanical work before they can be enjoyed on the road. This Cutlass, however, appears to remain a functioning driver, allowing its next owner to enjoy the car immediately while deciding how far they want to take future restoration efforts. One of the more appealing features mentioned in the listing is that the air conditioning system still works, although it could benefit from a recharge. That may seem like a small detail, but functioning factory-style air conditioning is a desirable feature, particularly in warmer climates such as Texas where comfortable cruising can make a major difference in ownership enjoyment. Visually, the car features an off-white exterior paired with a blue interior. This combination gives the Cutlass a distinctly 1960s personality. During that era, manufacturers were far more adventurous with color choices than they are today, creating combinations that now help define the character of classic cars. The contrast between the light exterior and blue cabin gives the vehicle a vintage look that immediately feels authentic to the period. The seller notes the presence of minor rust around the front and rear window areas. This is a common issue on many vehicles from the 1960s, as moisture can become trapped around window seals over decades of exposure. While it is something a buyer should inspect carefully, the fact that the seller openly mentions it provides transparency and helps set realistic expectations. Another important detail is the salvage title. For some buyers, that may reduce collector appeal, but for others it creates an opportunity to own a classic American V8 coupe at a much lower price point than a comparable clean title example. Many enthusiasts care more about how a car drives, looks, and presents itself than about achieving concours-level originality. When you look at the overall package, this Cutlass occupies an interesting position in the market. It is not being presented as a fully restored showpiece, nor is it being sold as a non-running project. Instead, it falls into the sweet spot that many enthusiasts actively seek, a usable classic that can be driven, improved gradually, and enjoyed without the pressure of maintaining a museum-quality restoration. Behind the wheel, a 1967 Cutlass offers a driving experience that modern cars simply cannot replicate. The sound of the V8, the feel of the large steering wheel, the view across the long hood, and the mechanical connection between driver and machine create a level of engagement that feels increasingly rare in today's automotive world. Every trip becomes less about reaching a destination and more about enjoying the journey itself. The Cutlass also benefits from strong enthusiast support. Replacement parts, restoration components, and technical knowledge remain widely available, making ownership more approachable than some lesser-known classics from the same era. That support network is one reason why Oldsmobile models continue to attract loyal followers decades after production ended. At an asking price of $8,500, this 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass presents itself as an affordable entry into the world of classic American V8 ownership. It offers running and driving condition, working air conditioning, timeless styling, and the unmistakable character of a genuine 1960s cruiser. While it has imperfections, Those imperfections are part of what keeps it within reach for enthusiasts looking for a classic they can actually drive and enjoy. In the end, this Cutlass is more than just an old car. It is a survivor from one of the most exciting periods in American automotive history, a period when chrome, horsepower, and individuality ruled the road. For someone looking to experience that era firsthand, this 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass may represent an opportunity that is becoming increasingly difficult to find. Number 6. 1963 Plymouth Valiant, offered at $12,500 and currently located in Arlington, Texas. When people talk about classic American cars from the 1960s, names like Mustang, Camaro, and Charger usually dominate the conversation. But every now and then, a unique survivor appears that reminds us there was much more to the American automotive story. This 1963 Plymouth Valiant is one of those cars. The Valiant was originally created during a time when Chrysler wanted to compete in the growing compact car market. While many Americans were still buying large sedans, a new generation of drivers was looking for something smaller, lighter, and more economical. Chrysler answered that challenge with the Plymouth Valiant, a car designed to maximize interior space while maintaining a compact footprint. This particular example represents the first year of the Valiant's second generation, featuring updated styling and a cleaner, more modern appearance compared to earlier models. Finished in glossy black paint, the car has a sleek and elegant look that gives it far more presence than most compact cars of its era. The chrome trim and bumpers remain attractive and help emphasize the classic styling that made these cars stand out in the early 1960s. One of the first things you'll notice is its stance. Sitting on aftermarket American racing wheels wrapped in Goodyear tires, this Valiant has a more aggressive appearance than it would have had when it left the factory. The wheels add just the right amount of muscle car attitude without taking away from the car's vintage personality. Under the hood is the original Slant 6 engine, one of Chrysler's most legendary power plants. Known for its durability and simplicity, the Slant 6 earned a reputation for running practically forever with proper maintenance. In this car, the engine has been preserved and remains a key part of its authenticity. Paired with Chrysler's famous TorqueFlite automatic transmission, the drivetrain offers a smooth and dependable driving experience. Perhaps one of the coolest features is the push-button transmission control system. Instead of a traditional shift lever, drivers select gears using buttons mounted on the dashboard. It was a futuristic feature in the early 1960s and remains a fascinating conversation piece today. Few classic cars offer such a unique driving experience. The car has also received a practical upgrade in the form of a modern air conditioning system. Classic cars are often criticized for lacking modern comfort, but this Valiant addresses that issue with an aftermarket AC setup that reportedly cools very well. That means you can enjoy vintage motoring even during hot summer days without sacrificing comfort. Inside the cabin, the contrast between the black exterior and red interior creates a striking visual combination. The bucket seats and rear bench have been reupholstered in bright red with darker inserts, giving the interior a custom appearance while still respecting the car's classic roots. The matching red dashboard further ties the design together and creates an interior that feels both vintage and stylish. While much of the restoration work has already been completed, there are still a few finishing touches left for the next owner. The most notable item is the headliner, which still needs installation. Fortunately, much of the preparation has already been done, including wiring for components such as the dome light. This means the final steps toward completion are relatively minor compared to the work that has already gone into the car. The seller describes the Valiant as a multi-year project, and that effort is visible throughout the vehicle. The body presents well, the floors are reportedly solid, the glass is in good condition, and the car appears largely complete. Even some trim pieces that have not yet been reinstalled are included with the sale. What makes this 1963 Plymouth Valiant especially interesting is its uniqueness. At most classic car events, you're likely to see plenty of Mustangs, Camaros, and Chevelles. A well-preserved Valiant, however, is far less common. That rarity gives it a special appeal among enthusiasts who appreciate vehicles that stand apart from the crowd. Overall, this Plymouth offers a combination of originality, character, and affordability that is becoming increasingly difficult to find in today's classic car market. With its dependable slant-six engine, distinctive push-button transmission, upgraded air conditioning, and eye-catching black and red color combination, this Valiant is a unique piece of American automotive history that is ready for its next chapter. Number 7. 1967 Chevrolet Impala SS, offered at $35,000 and currently located in Pasadena, Texas. When it comes to classic American full-size muscle and style, few cars command attention quite like the 1967 Chevrolet Impala SS. The Super Sport badge has long been associated with performance, exclusivity, and some of Chevrolet's most desirable vehicles, and this particular example offers something increasingly difficult to find in today's market, an exceptionally original, rust-free foundation waiting for its next chapter. Finished in blue with a matching blue interior, this Impala SS captures the bold and confident styling that made the 1967 model year so memorable. The sweeping body lines, aggressive front-end design, and elegant proportions helped establish the Impala as one of the most popular cars of the 1960s. Decades later, enthusiasts still regard the 1967 model as one of the best-looking full-size Chevrolets ever built. What immediately makes this car stand out is the seller's claim that all of the sheet metal is 100% original. In the world of classic car restoration, that is a significant detail. Many vehicles from this era have required extensive rust repair, replacement panels, or major body reconstruction over the years. According to the seller, this Impala has never had any body panels replaced and has remained completely rust-free throughout its life. For collectors and builders alike, that kind of originality can be worth just as much as horsepower. Adding to its appeal is the fact that the interior is also described as original. Preserving a factory interior for nearly 6 decades is no easy accomplishment, and it speaks to the care this vehicle has likely received throughout its life. Original interiors often tell the story of a car better than any restoration can, preserving the materials, textures, and design details that define the era. The exterior was reportedly repainted about a year ago, giving the car a refreshed appearance while maintaining some of its original character. Interestingly, the door jambs were left with their original factory paint, creating a unique blend of restoration and preservation. This approach allows the car to present well visually while still retaining evidence of its authenticity. One of the most important components included with the sale is the original 12-bolt rear axle. Chevrolet's 12-bolt rear ends are highly respected among enthusiasts because of their strength and durability. These rear axles have become increasingly desirable for restoration projects and high-performance builds, making them a valuable part of the package. The vehicle also comes with a built Turbo 400 automatic transmission. The Turbo 400 is widely regarded as one of General Motors' strongest automatic transmissions and has long been a favorite among muscle car enthusiasts due to its reliability and ability to handle significant power. Including a built Turbo 400 provides an excellent starting point for the next owner, whether the goal is a factory-style restoration or a high-performance street build. However, there is one major detail that potential buyers should understand. The engine is not included in the sale. This Impala SS is being offered as a rolling body only, meaning the next owner will need to supply an engine of their choice. For some buyers, this may seem like a drawback, but for others, it presents a rare opportunity. Because the car lacks an engine, the future owner has complete freedom to build it according to their vision. Some may choose to install a period-correct big-block Chevrolet engine to restore the car to its original glory. Others may prefer a modern LS engine swap, creating a blend of classic styling and contemporary performance. The absence of an engine allows the buyer to create exactly the type of Impala they want without first removing an existing drivetrain. This flexibility is one reason why rust-free, original-bodied project cars often generate strong interest among serious enthusiasts. The expensive and time-consuming work, finding a solid body and structure, has already been accomplished. The next owner can focus on building the drivetrain and customizing the vehicle to suit their preferences. The seller makes it clear that the asking price is firm at $35,000 and that no trades will be considered. While that may seem like a strong price for a vehicle without an engine, The rarity of an original, rust-free 1967 Impala SS body helps explain the value. In today's classic car market, originality and structural integrity are often among the most important factors determining long-term desirability. Beyond its condition, the Impala SS represents an important piece of American automotive history. During the 1960s, the Impala was one of Chevrolet's flagship models, combining style, comfort, and performance into a package that appealed to a wide range of buyers. The super sport models added an extra level of excitement, helping cement their place among the most collectible Chevrolets of the era. Even standing still, a 1967 Impala SS has a presence that few cars can match. Its long body, distinctive roofline, and unmistakable styling cues immediately transport enthusiasts back to the golden age of American automobiles. It's the kind of vehicle that attracts attention wherever it goes, whether at a car show, a cruise night, or simply parked in a garage awaiting its next transformation. Overall, this 1967 Chevrolet Impala SS is not simply a project car. It is an exceptionally original foundation for a future dream build. With rust-free original sheet metal, an original interior, a desirable 12-bolt rear axle, a built turbo 400 transmission, and fresh paint, it offers a rare opportunity to own one of Chevrolet's most iconic classics and build it exactly the way you want. Number 8. 1975 Ford Maverick, offered at $13,000 and currently located in Bocoshe, Oklahoma. This 1975 Ford Maverick is a great example of a classic American compact car that has been transformed into a fun and engaging driver. While the Maverick was originally introduced as an economical and practical vehicle during the early 1970s, many enthusiasts quickly realized that its lightweight platform made it an excellent candidate for V8 power. Today, cars like this have developed a loyal following because they offer classic muscle car excitement at a fraction of the cost of more famous models. Finished as a clean and well-kept driver, this Maverick combines simplicity, performance, and old-school character into one affordable package. Unlike many classic cars that spend most of their lives hidden away in garages, this one appears to be built to be enjoyed on the road. It has the kind of straightforward personality that appeals to enthusiasts who appreciate driving rather than simply collecting. Under the hood sits a Ford 302 cubic-inch V8, one of the most successful and widely respected engines ever produced by Ford. Known for its reliability, strong aftermarket support, and balanced performance, the 302 has powered everything from Mustangs to trucks and remains a favorite among classic car enthusiasts. In a relatively lightweight vehicle like the Maverick, the 302 delivers a lively driving experience with plenty of torque and that unmistakable V8 sound. Adding even more excitement is the 4-speed manual transmission. For many enthusiasts, a manual gearbox is one of the most desirable features a classic car can have. It creates a direct connection between the driver and the machine, making every shift feel rewarding and every drive more engaging. Combined with the V8 power plant, the 4-speed setup transforms this Maverick into a car that feels much more performance-oriented than its humble origins might suggest. One of the most appealing aspects of this vehicle is its balance between classic simplicity and practical comfort. The seller notes that the car is equipped with air conditioning, a feature that can make a significant difference during warm summer cruises or long-distance drives. Many vintage vehicles either never had factory air conditioning or lost functionality over the years, so having an AC-equipped classic adds an extra level of comfort and usability. The car also features power brakes, another upgrade that improves the driving experience in modern traffic conditions. Power-assisted braking reduces driver effort and helps make the vehicle feel more manageable during everyday use. While these features may seem commonplace today, they represent valuable conveniences on a classic car that is more than 50 years old. The 1975 Maverick occupies a unique place in Ford history. Produced during a time when the automotive industry was facing changing regulations, fuel concerns, and evolving consumer preferences, the Maverick remained popular because it offered a practical and affordable package. Yet when equipped with a V8 and manual transmission, it could deliver a surprisingly spirited driving experience. That combination has helped the Maverick become increasingly appreciated by enthusiasts who want something different from the typical Mustang or Torino. Visually, the Maverick has a distinctive appearance that sets it apart from other Ford products of the era. Its compact dimensions, simple body lines, and no-nonsense design give it a timeless appeal. There is a certain charm in a car that does not try to be overly flashy yet still commands attention because of its authenticity and classic styling. Driving a V8-powered Maverick is often described as a raw and enjoyable experience. The relatively light weight allows the 302 engine to feel responsive, while the manual transmission keeps the driver fully involved in the action. Whether cruising through town, attending local car shows, or taking a weekend drive on country roads, the car offers a level of engagement that modern vehicles often struggle to provide. Perhaps the biggest attraction of this 1975 Ford Maverick is its value. As prices for classic Mustangs, Camaros, and other well-known muscle cars continue to rise, vehicles like the Maverick have become increasingly attractive alternatives. They offer V8 power, classic styling, and vintage driving enjoyment without requiring the significantly larger investment associated with many mainstream muscle cars. Overall, this 1975 Ford Maverick represents a unique opportunity to own a classic Ford that blends affordability, performance, and practicality. With its dependable 302 V8, desirable 4-speed manual transmission, air conditioning, power brakes, and compact muscle car personality, it offers a driving experience that is both nostalgic and genuinely fun. For enthusiasts looking for a classic that stands out from the crowd while remaining accessible and enjoyable, this Maverick could be a very appealing choice. Number 9. 1964 Chevrolet Impala SS, offered at $64,500 and currently located in Hallsville, Texas. When people think about the golden age of American automobiles, few cars capture that era quite like the 1964 Chevrolet Impala SS. Long, low, stylish, and unmistakably American, the Impala Super Sport represented a perfect blend of luxury, performance, and presence. This particular example takes that legacy even further, thanks to a comprehensive body-off restoration that transformed it into a show-quality classic ready for its next chapter. What immediately sets this car apart is the fact that it is a documented factory supersport. In today's collector market, authenticity matters, and having documentation confirming its original SS status adds significant appeal. Rather than being a standard Impala converted into an SS tribute, this car began life as the real thing, making it especially desirable among Chevrolet enthusiasts. Approximately 2 years ago, the vehicle underwent a complete body-off restoration. For those unfamiliar with the process, a body-off restoration is one of the most extensive and labor-intensive restorations possible. The body is separated from the frame, allowing every component to be inspected, repaired, refinished, or replaced. It's the kind of restoration typically reserved for vehicles that owners intend to preserve for decades. The restoration began with the body being stripped down to bare metal. This approach allows any hidden imperfections to be addressed properly before refinishing. The result is a deep black paint finish that gives the car an unmistakable show-quality appearance. Under sunlight, the paint highlights every contour and body line that made the 1964 Impala one of Chevrolet's most admired designs. The frame itself was also cleaned, prepared, and refinished during the restoration process. This attention to detail is often what separates an average restoration from an exceptional one. It's easy to make a car look good from 20 feet away, but true craftsmanship extends underneath the vehicle as well. Mechanically, this Impala benefits from a brand new 350 cubic inch small block crate engine with fewer than 80 miles since installation. The 350 has long been one of Chevrolet's most respected and versatile V8 engines, known for its balance of reliability, performance, and ease of maintenance. Combined with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, the setup delivers classic V8 power with dependable drivability. Power steering further enhances the driving experience, making the car easier to maneuver than many vintage vehicles from the same era. Whether cruising through town or arriving at a weekend car show, this Impala is designed to be enjoyed rather than simply admired from a distance. The restoration extends far beyond the drivetrain. The suspension system has been renewed, helping improve ride quality and handling. The fuel system has also been completely refreshed with a new fuel tank, fuel lines, and associated components. New hardware throughout the vehicle reflects the level of detail invested in the project. Step inside, and the cabin continues the story of meticulous restoration. The red Super Sport interior has been fully renewed, creating a dramatic contrast against the black exterior. From the bucket seats and center console to the dashboard, gauges, carpet, steering wheel, trim, and headliner, every major interior component has been restored or replaced. The result is a cabin that looks remarkably close to what buyers would have experienced when the car first appeared in Chevrolet showrooms back in 1964. Outside, the attention to detail remains equally impressive. The trim, bumpers, mirrors, lighting components, seals, weather stripping, and glass have all been redone. These details may seem small individually, but together they contribute to the fresh, cohesive appearance that defines a high-quality restoration. Adding a subtle custom touch are the American racing wheels, which provide a slightly more aggressive stance while still complementing the car's classic styling. A MagnaFlow exhaust system enhances the driving experience with a deeper, more refined V8 sound that suits the Impala's personality perfectly. Another interesting detail is that the car was originally equipped with air conditioning and still retains its factory air conditioning vents. While many restored classics lose these original features over time, retaining factory components like this helps preserve the vehicle's authenticity and heritage. With only about 1,234 miles showing since restoration and fewer than 80 miles on the crate engine itself, this Impala remains exceptionally fresh. It has effectively completed the hard work of restoration while leaving most of its enjoyment ahead for the next owner. At $64,500, this 1964 Chevrolet Impala SS represents a turnkey opportunity to own one of the most recognizable American classics ever produced. It offers documented factory super sport pedigree, extensive restoration work, modern reliability enhancements, and timeless styling that continues to captivate enthusiasts more than 6 decades after its introduction. Overall, this isn't simply a restored classic, it's a carefully revived piece of American automotive history. Whether displayed at prestigious car shows, driven on weekend cruises, or added to a serious collection, this 1964 Chevrolet Impala SS stands as a shining example of why the Super Sport name remains legendary among enthusiasts today. Number 10. 1962 Chrysler 300 Limited Anniversary Package Sedan 4D, offered at $28,500 and currently located in Winfield, Kansas. This is the kind of classic American luxury performance car that rarely appears on the market in highly preserved condition. The 1962 Chrysler 300 was part of Chrysler's legendary Letter Series, heritage and performance-oriented full-size lineup, a period when the company was producing some of the most powerful and technologically advanced automobiles in America. Even today, these cars remain respected among collectors for their combination of big block power, luxury appointments, and unmistakable early 1960s styling. According to the seller, this example is a remarkably well-preserved two-owner vehicle showing just 33,000 miles. While mileage claims on classic cars should always be verified independently, a figure this low immediately attracts attention because surviving low-mileage examples are becoming increasingly difficult to find. The fact that the car has reportedly remained in the hands of only 2 owners throughout its lifetime adds another layer of desirability, suggesting decades of consistent care and preservation. Under the hood sits Chrysler's legendary 383 cubic-inch big block V8 engine equipped with a 2-barrel carburetor. During the early 1960s, Chrysler's big block engines earned a reputation for delivering effortless torque, smooth highway performance, and exceptional durability. Unlike many muscle cars that would arrive later in the decade with a focus on aggressive acceleration, the Chrysler 300 was designed to combine power with refinement. It could comfortably carry passengers across long distances while still offering enough performance to command respect on the road. The automatic transmission complements the personality of the car perfectly. This is not a vehicle that demands constant driver input or aggressive shifting. Instead, it was engineered to provide smooth, effortless travel. The Chrysler 300 represented the idea that luxury and performance did not have to be separate experiences. They could exist together in one elegant package. One of the highlights mentioned in the listing is the recent investment in the front suspension system. The seller states that the entire front suspension has been renewed, which is a significant upgrade for a vehicle of this age. Suspension work is often one of the most expensive maintenance items on large luxury cars, and having this completed means the next owner can focus more on enjoyment and less on immediate repairs. The vehicle has also received new wheels and tires, improving both appearance and drivability. Fresh tires are especially important on vintage vehicles because older rubber can compromise safety regardless of tread depth. Combined with the suspension work, these upgrades suggest the car is intended to be driven and enjoyed rather than simply displayed. Visually, the car features an elegant off-white exterior paired with a striking red interior. This combination perfectly captures the spirit of early 1960s American luxury. The light exterior emphasizes the car's dramatic body lines and chrome accents, while the red interior adds a sense of richness and sophistication. Together, they create a presentation that feels both refined and distinctly period-correct. The seller also notes that the car is currently receiving a fresh repaint and describes it as completely rust-free. For collectors and enthusiasts, rust-free body condition is often one of the most important factors when evaluating a classic vehicle. Mechanical issues can usually be repaired relatively easily, but body corrosion often requires extensive restoration work. A rust-free foundation significantly increases both value and long-term ownership appeal. What truly makes this Chrysler stand out is its overall originality. Aside from the suspension, wheels, tires, and ongoing paintwork, the seller states that the vehicle remains largely original. In today's collector market, originality is becoming increasingly valuable because once a car has been heavily modified or restored, it can never fully reclaim its untouched factory character. Driving a car like this offers an experience that modern vehicles simply cannot replicate. The seller describes the ride as like a cloud, and that description reflects exactly what Chrysler engineers were trying to achieve. The large wheelbase, soft suspension tuning, and substantial weight create a smooth, floating sensation on the road. Every drive becomes more relaxed, more deliberate, and far more connected to the spirit of classic American motoring. Inside the cabin, passengers are surrounded by the design philosophy of a different era. Large seating surfaces, generous interior space, chrome trim, and simple instrumentation create an atmosphere focused on comfort and elegance rather than technology. It is a reminder of a time when luxury meant craftsmanship, space, and effortless travel. The seller is also open to trades, though with a clear preference for automobiles rather than motorcycles or boats. That flexibility may appeal to enthusiasts who already own collectible vehicles and are interested in adding a well-preserved Chrysler to their collection. At $28,500, this Chrysler occupies an attractive position within the classic car market. Comparable full-size luxury vehicles from the early 1960s are becoming increasingly appreciated as collectors recognize their historical significance, rarity, and distinctive styling. A rust-free, low-mileage, largely original example with documented ownership history and recent mechanical updates represents a compelling opportunity. In the end, this 1962 Chrysler 300 is more than just a classic car. It is a rolling reminder of an era when American automakers competed not only through horsepower, but through elegance, engineering, and innovation. With its big block V8, luxurious ride quality, striking color combination, and remarkable originality, this Chrysler stands as a beautiful example of what made early 1960s American automobiles so special. It is the kind of car that turns heads at every gas station, sparks conversations at every car show, and rewards its owner every time the key is turned. Number 11, 1965 Ford, offered at $25,000 and currently located in Universal City, Texas. Some classic cars are popular because they were produced in massive numbers. Others become highly desirable because very few were ever built. This 1965 Ford falls into the second category, making it a particularly intriguing find for collectors and enthusiasts alike. According to the seller, only around 1,200 examples of this model were produced, making it one of those rare classics that many people have heard about but few have actually seen in person. In today's collector car market, rarity often plays a major role in desirability, and vehicles with limited production numbers tend to attract attention wherever they go. Finished in a bold purple exterior paired with a white interior, this Ford certainly doesn't blend into the background. The color combination creates an eye-catching appearance that immediately separates it from more traditional classic car color schemes. Whether parked at a local cruise night or displayed at a regional car show, this vehicle is likely to draw curious spectators eager to learn more about its history. Under the hood is an automatic transmission setup, designed to provide a relaxed and enjoyable driving experience. With approximately 80,000 miles showing on the odometer, the car appears to have been driven and enjoyed throughout its life rather than spending decades hidden away in storage. For many enthusiasts, a classic car that has been regularly exercised can be just as appealing as a museum piece because it demonstrates that the vehicle was built to be enjoyed on the open road. The seller also notes that the car carries a clean title and has no known significant damage or major problems. That can be an important factor when considering a vintage vehicle, especially one with limited production numbers where replacement parts and specific components may be more difficult to locate. One of the most appealing aspects of rare classics is the sense of exclusivity they offer. Anyone can buy a common vehicle, but owning something that was produced in very limited numbers creates a different experience entirely. It becomes more than just transportation. It becomes a conversation piece, a collectible, and a tangible link to automotive history. Because the seller has not provided extensive technical details, much of the intrigue surrounding this car comes from its rarity and uniqueness. The statement that only 1,200 were made immediately sparks curiosity and invites further research into exactly what makes this particular Ford special. Those are often the kinds of vehicles that attract dedicated collectors looking for something unusual rather than mainstream. The purple paint further enhances that uniqueness. During the 1960s, American automakers were experimenting with bold styling, distinctive colors, and memorable designs. This example embraces that spirit perfectly, combining classic Ford heritage with a color scheme that ensures it won't be mistaken for anything ordinary. For collectors, rarity often means opportunity. Vehicles produced in small numbers tend to become increasingly difficult to find as time passes. Many examples are lost, modified, or simply disappear from the market altogether. Finding one that remains complete, roadworthy, and well-presented can be a significant advantage for someone looking to add something uncommon to their collection. Overall, this 1965 Ford represents more than just another vintage automobile. It offers exclusivity, distinctive styling, and the kind of rarity that continues to attract attention decades after it was built. For enthusiasts who enjoy owning vehicles that stand apart from the crowd, this classic Ford may be one of those opportunities that doesn't come along very often. Number 12, 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, offered at $46,500 and currently located in Mablevale, Arkansas. There are few names in the muscle car world that carry as much respect as the Chevrolet Chevelle SS. For decades, the Chevelle has been one of the most celebrated American performance cars ever built, representing the peak of the muscle car era. This 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS takes that legendary heritage and combines it with tasteful modern upgrades, creating a car that delivers classic styling while offering many of the conveniences today's enthusiasts appreciate. Finished in a modern metallic dark gray paint, this Chevelle immediately stands apart from the bright colors that often defined muscle cars of the early 1970s. The dark gray finish gives the car a more aggressive and sophisticated appearance, emphasizing the sharp body lines and muscular proportions that made the Chevelle famous. Combined with a black vinyl interior, the overall look is both timeless and intimidating, giving the car a strong presence whether it's parked at a show or cruising down the highway. According to the seller, the vehicle has approximately 1,500 miles on its current setup and has been carefully stored indoors throughout its ownership. The car has only been driven and shown around central Arkansas, suggesting it has been protected from harsh weather and excessive use. For many collectors, indoor storage is an important detail because it helps preserve both the body and interior condition over time. Under the hood sits a 350 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. While some enthusiasts immediately think of the larger big block engines when discussing Chevelles, the 350 V8 remains one of Chevrolet's most respected power plants. Known for its reliability, strong aftermarket support, and balanced performance, the 350 offers plenty of classic V8 character while remaining practical and easy to maintain. The engine bay itself has received considerable attention. According to the seller, it has been refinished and upgraded with numerous polished dress-up components that enhance both appearance and presentation. Open the hood at a local car show, and it's easy to imagine the attention this detailed engine compartment would attract. These cosmetic upgrades help create a cleaner, more professional look while highlighting the care that has gone into the build. What makes this Chevelle especially appealing is the balance it strikes between classic muscle and modern convenience. While the exterior retains its unmistakable early 1970s identity, the interior introduces several contemporary features designed to improve the driving experience. Inside the cabin, the car features bucket seats that reinforce its sporty character and provide a more driver-focused environment. The traditional dashboard has been enhanced with digital instrumentation, giving the driver modern gauge visibility while still maintaining the spirit of the original car. This type of upgrade is becoming increasingly popular among classic car owners because it combines vintage style with improved accuracy and functionality. The modern touches continue with the addition of a digital audio system that includes an auxiliary input. This means the next owner can enjoy modern music sources while cruising in a vehicle that still looks and feels like a classic muscle car. It's a small convenience, but one that can make a significant difference when spending time behind the wheel. Beyond the specifications, what truly makes this listing stand out is the personal story behind the sale. According to the seller, the decision to part with the car is driven by the need to help cover the cost of an upcoming major surgery. That detail adds a human element to the listing and suggests this is not simply a casual sale, but one involving a vehicle that has likely been cared for and appreciated throughout its ownership. The seller describes the Chevelle as a beautiful car, and based on the details provided, it's easy to understand why. The combination of fresh metallic paint, a clean black interior, upgraded instrumentation, modern audio equipment, and a detailed engine bay creates a package that feels complete and thoughtfully assembled. From a driving perspective, this Chevelle likely offers the best of both worlds. The classic V8 provides the unmistakable sound and feel that muscle car enthusiasts crave, while the automatic transmission makes the car easy and enjoyable to drive in a variety of situations. Whether attending weekend cruise-ins, local car shows, or simply enjoying a sunny afternoon drive, this car appears ready to deliver the experience that has made the Chevelle such an enduring icon. The 1971 model year is also significant because it represents a transitional period in muscle car history. While the golden era of the late 1960s was beginning to evolve, the Chevelle still retained its muscular styling, powerful engine options, and commanding road presence. As a result, many enthusiasts view the 1971 models as some of the last true representatives of the original muscle car movement. Today, demand for well-presented Chevelles remains strong because they appeal to such a wide range of buyers. Collectors appreciate their history, enthusiasts enjoy their performance potential, and casual admirers are drawn to their unmistakable styling. Few classic cars are as universally recognized or respected as a Chevelle SS. Overall, this 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS is a beautiful blend of classic muscle car heritage and modern drivability. With its metallic dark gray finish, black vinyl interior, upgraded engine bay, digital instrumentation, modern audio system, and well-maintained condition, it offers an opportunity to own one of America's most iconic performance cars while enjoying the benefits of thoughtful modernization. It's a car that honors its past while remaining ready for the road ahead. Number 13, 1968 Mercury Montego Luxury Sedan, offered at $16,995 and currently located in Lubbock, Texas. This 1968 Mercury Montego Luxury Sedan is a classic example of a vehicle from an era when American automakers focused on combining comfort, style, and V8-powered cruising into one elegant package. While models like the Mustang, Camaro, and Chevelle often grab most of the attention, cars such as the Montego represent a more refined side of the late 1960s automotive world. They were designed for buyers who wanted distinctive styling, spacious interiors, and smooth highway performance without sacrificing personality. Finished in a green exterior, this Montego immediately captures the styling trends that made late 1960s American cars so memorable. The long body lines, broad stance, and chrome trim create a commanding presence on the road. Unlike many modern vehicles that blend together, the Montego carries a unique identity that reflects Mercury's position as a more upscale alternative within the Ford family. One of the most attractive aspects of this car is its reported mileage of just over 20,000 miles. While potential buyers should always verify mileage independently on vehicles of this age, the figure certainly adds an element of intrigue to the car. Low-mileage classics often attract attention because they may retain more of their original character and mechanical integrity than examples that have spent decades accumulating heavy use. The Montego was introduced during a period when Mercury was building a reputation for producing vehicles that offered a premium driving experience without reaching the luxury car pricing of brands like Lincoln or Cadillac. As a result, the Montego occupied a unique position in the marketplace, offering buyers a blend of comfort, style, and performance wrapped in a sophisticated package. Equipped with an automatic transmission, this car was built with effortless cruising in mind. During the late 1960s, automatic transmissions were becoming increasingly popular among American buyers because they provided a smooth and relaxed driving experience, particularly on long highway journeys. The Montego was exactly the type of vehicle that excelled at covering miles comfortably while providing plenty of room for passengers. One of the reasons vehicles like the Montego are gaining attention today is their rarity. While many muscle cars have become highly sought-after collector vehicles, classic Mercury models often remain underappreciated despite sharing much of their engineering with popular Ford products. This creates an opportunity for enthusiasts to own something distinctive that is less common at car shows and cruise nights. From a design perspective, the 1968 Montego features many of the styling cues that define the era. The body is long and elegant, with clean lines that flow from front to rear. Chrome accents help highlight the car's luxury aspirations, while the proportions give it a confident and substantial appearance. It is a car that looks equally at home parked at a classic car gathering or cruising down a scenic highway. Driving a vehicle from this period is about much more than transportation. It is about experiencing an entirely different approach to automotive design. The steering, suspension, and overall driving dynamics reflect a time when comfort and smoothness were prioritized over aggressive handling. Every trip becomes less about reaching a destination quickly and more about enjoying the journey itself. The Montego also represents a fascinating chapter in Mercury's history. During the 1960s, Mercury worked hard to establish its own identity separate from Ford, and the Montego became one of the brand's key models. It offered buyers a combination of upscale styling and practical usability, making it a popular choice for families and professionals alike. For collectors and enthusiasts today, cars like this offer something increasingly difficult to find: originality and individuality. At many classic car events, it is common to see rows of Mustangs, Camaros, and Chevelles. A well-preserved Mercury Montego, however, tends to attract attention precisely because it is less common. It gives owners the opportunity to own a piece of American automotive history that stands apart from the crowd. Overall, this 1968 Mercury Montego luxury sedan is an appealing classic that combines elegant styling, comfortable cruising characteristics, and the unique appeal of a lesser-seen Mercury model. Whether you're looking for a vintage weekend cruiser, a conversation piece at car shows, or simply a classic American car with distinctive personality, this Montego offers a refreshing alternative to the more common classics on the market today. It serves as a reminder that some of the most interesting cars from the golden age of American motoring are often the ones that receive the least attention. Number 14. 1964 Buick Electra, offered at $19,900 and currently located in Abilene, Texas. Sometimes, the most interesting classic cars aren't the ones that scream for attention. Instead, they're the ones that quietly represent an era when American automakers built automobiles with style, comfort, and presence as their highest priorities. That's exactly what we have here with this beautiful 1964 Buick Electra. Back in the early 1960s, the Buick Electra sat near the top of Buick's lineup. It wasn't designed to be a stripped-down performance machine or an economy car. It was built for buyers who wanted something sophisticated, comfortable, and substantial. The Electra was a symbol of success, offering premium features, elegant styling, and a driving experience that emphasized smoothness above all else. This particular example is finished in a striking blue exterior paired with a black interior, a combination that gives the car a timeless and dignified appearance. Even today, more than 60 years after it first rolled off the assembly line, the design still commands attention. The long body lines, generous chrome trim, and distinctive front-end styling instantly transport you back to a period when American luxury cars ruled the open road. According to the listing, the vehicle shows just 44,929 miles and is described as being in excellent condition. While many classic cars require extensive restoration or mechanical attention, this Electra appears to have been carefully maintained throughout its life. The seller highlights its clean title, strong overall condition, and the absence of any significant known issues. One of the greatest strengths of the Electra was always its ability to deliver a smooth and comfortable ride. Buick engineers spent considerable effort designing these cars to glide down the highway with minimal effort from the driver. Whether traveling across town or crossing several states, the Electra was designed to make every journey feel relaxed and enjoyable. Step inside, and you'll find one of the defining characteristics of full-size American luxury cars from this era: space. The cabin was designed with passenger comfort in mind, offering generous seating and a sense of openness that many modern vehicles struggle to replicate. Combined with the black interior, this Electra presents an atmosphere that feels both classy and inviting. What makes a car like this especially appealing in today's collector market is its authenticity. While many classic cars have been heavily modified or transformed into restaurants, this Electra appears to embrace the qualities that made it special from the beginning. It represents a time when elegance and comfort were every bit as important as horsepower and performance. As classic car enthusiasts continue to search for unique vehicles that stand apart from the usual muscle car crowd, luxury cruisers like the Buick Electra have started attracting increased attention. They offer a different ownership experience, one focused on enjoying the journey, appreciating the craftsmanship, and preserving a piece of automotive history. At an asking price of $19,900, this 1964 Buick Electra presents an opportunity to own a well-preserved example of one of Buick's most respected luxury models. It's a car that offers vintage charm, timeless styling, and the kind of road presence that simply can't be duplicated by modern vehicles. Whether you're a longtime Buick enthusiast, a collector looking to diversify your garage, or someone searching for a classic American cruiser with genuine character, this Electra deserves a closer look. It serves as a reminder of an era when cars were built not only to transport people but to make every drive feel like an occasion. More than 6 decades later, this 1964 Buick Electra continues to embody the qualities that made it special from day one: elegance, comfort, and unmistakable American style. And for the right buyer, it could be the perfect classic to enjoy for years to come. Number 15, 1978 Mercury Cougar XR7 Coupe 2D, offered at $750 and currently located in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is the kind of forgotten American personal luxury coupe that has quietly become one of the hidden gems of the classic car world. While many collectors focus on Mustangs, Camaros, and Chargers, cars like the 1978 Mercury Cougar XS7 tell a different story, one centered around comfort, style, technology, and long-distance cruising. Today, surviving examples are becoming increasingly rare, especially those that still retain their original features and distinctive late 1970s character. At first glance, this Cougar immediately stands out thanks to its black exterior and gold interior combination. Few color combinations capture the spirit of the late 1970s better than black paint paired with a luxurious gold cabin. It reflects an era when American manufacturers embraced bold styling, plush interiors, and a sense of personal luxury that modern cars often struggle to replicate. The XR7 was Mercury's premium version of the Cougar lineup, designed to compete with upscale personal luxury coupes of the period. It wasn't built to dominate drag strips or race tracks. Instead, it was engineered to provide a comfortable, stylish driving experience with plenty of features that were considered advanced for the time. According to the seller, this particular example shows 99,394 miles and was running when it was parked in 1996. While that means it has been sitting for nearly 3 decades, there are several encouraging details in the description. The engine still turns over, suggesting that it is not seized, which is often one of the biggest concerns with long-stored vehicles. The seller notes that it is currently missing spark, meaning the issue may be electrical rather than catastrophic mechanical failure. For enthusiasts looking for a restoration project, that's a significant distinction. A vehicle that turns over and appears mechanically complete often represents a much better starting point than one with severe engine damage or missing major components. One of the most attractive aspects of this listing is the remarkably straight body. The seller specifically mentions that the body is super straight, a phrase that immediately gets the attention of experienced classic car buyers. Mechanical issues can usually be repaired with time and parts, but repairing extensive body damage or rust can quickly become expensive and time-consuming. A straight body provides a strong foundation for any restoration project. The interior is another highlight. The seller describes it as swanky as hell, which may be one of the most memorable descriptions you'll find in a classic car listing. While informal, it paints a clear picture of what makes these late 1970s luxury coupes so appealing. Mercury loaded the XR7 with comfort-oriented features, premium materials, and styling elements intended to make drivers feel like they were piloting a luxury automobile rather than an ordinary commuter car. Even more impressive is the list of factory features that reportedly still function. The radio and speakers work. The lights work. The power seats, power windows, power locks, cruise control, and other electrical accessories are still present. For a vehicle that has been parked since the mid-1990s, retaining this level of completeness is remarkable. During the late 1970s, these features represented the cutting edge of American automotive comfort. Today, they offer a fascinating glimpse into how luxury was defined nearly 50 years ago. Every power switch, chrome trim piece, and dashboard detail serves as a reminder of a period when manufacturers competed to offer more comfort and convenience than their rivals. The car also originally came equipped with air conditioning, another desirable feature that helped establish the Cougar's reputation as a premium cruiser. While the current operational status of the AC system is unknown, its presence adds to the vehicle's originality and overall appeal. Of course, this Cougar is not without challenges. The most significant issue mentioned is the missing title. Any potential buyer would need to understand local regulations regarding title recovery and registration before proceeding. This is an important consideration and may affect the ease of returning the vehicle to the road. The fact that 3 of the 4 original hubcaps are included is a small but interesting detail. Original trim pieces can be surprisingly difficult to locate for vehicles of this era, so having most of the factory components still present is always a positive sign. Driving a restored XR7 today would be a completely different experience from driving a modern vehicle. These cars were built for comfort above all else. The long hood, plush seats, soft suspension, and relaxed driving dynamics create a sense of effortless cruising that has largely disappeared from today's automotive landscape. What makes this listing particularly intriguing is the price. At just $750, it sits firmly in the category of budget-friendly project cars. In many cases, a straight-bodied luxury coupe with a mostly complete interior would be worth close to that amount in parts alone. That makes the asking price surprisingly accessible for anyone interested in preserving a unique piece of American automotive history. The late 1970s were a transitional period for the American automobile industry. Performance was beginning to take a back seat to comfort, luxury, and efficiency, and the Cougar XR7 became one of the best examples of that shift. While it may not have the raw muscle of earlier decades, it possesses something equally valuable today: character. This is the kind of car that sparks conversations at local car shows because people remember riding in one, owning one, or dreaming about one when they were younger. Its distinctive styling, luxurious interior, and unmistakable period-correct personality make it far more interesting than many modern vehicles. In the end, this 1978 Mercury Cougar XR7 is not simply an old car sitting in storage. It's a surviving piece of American luxury car history waiting for someone with vision, patience, and enthusiasm to bring it back to life. With a straight body, complete luxury features, an engine that still turns over, and a price tag of only $750, it represents the kind of restoration opportunity that classic car enthusiasts are always hoping to discover. Once restored, this Cougar wouldn't just be another classic, it would be a rolling time capsule from one of the most distinctive eras in American automotive design.